Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial. It's been a while. So I promised you an alphabet series of key holders, and here is our first alphabet. We'll be using 5mm beads, 0.3 thread, and a needle. That's practically all you will need. So thread up your needle and let's get started. Remember, cut it as long as you can handle. If it's too short, you keep joining. If it's too long, it will keep tangling up. If you're a new subscriber, you're highly welcome to the family. If you're an old one, hi there. So as usual, we'll be starting with a 4-bead flower process. The pattern we'll be using for this key holder is a 4-bead flower process. So we'll start with our 4 beads like this, and then we'll make a knot. Remember, always pull your thread very firm. Once your work is not firm, it's not going to be nice. So make your knot a couple of times and then pass your needle through a bead. Hide your knot in between beads. Okay, make sure your knot is not visible. So once you pass your needle through a couple of beads, you can cut off your excess thread so that it doesn't tangle up your work for you. It makes it easier once you cut off your excess thread. So now that our first 4 bead is created, we're going to be adding 3. Now we're making a chain of 7 of 4 bead flowers. So we're going to be doing this repeatedly until we get to the 7th pattern. Okay. So as usual, let me not distract you with unnecessary stuff. I'll just keep quiet and let you watch. So this is a chain of 6. This will be our last chain for one side, a chain of 7, remember. So this is our last pattern for this chain, like this. Now instead of sending the thread to the top like we always do, you leave it at the side like this and begin another chain there. Okay, so you're going to add your 3 beads to the side instead of the top, like this. Okay, now ideally you move to the side of it to continue, but with this we're going to go down and continue there. Here, so it will be like you're making a pattern for sandals, but you're not joining them. Okay, so you just continue like this and make another 7 chain at that side too. So we're going to have 7 chains on the right, 7 chains on the left. Okay, so this is the way we'll get right to it, and that's basically it. Okay, that's the only curve to the alphabet A. So that's it. You have 7 chains here, 7 chains there. Now the reason it's 7 is because we want even numbers at the top and the down, so we're going to divide it 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. So I'm going to send my needle all the way to the middle one, which will be the 4th. Okay, the 4th chain, that's where we'll be working in. That's how we'll be crossing our A. So we'll have 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. So if you don't want to, if your thread is not as long as mine and you don't want to bring it all the way back up, you can just cut a new thread and join it at the 4th chain and then start. So we're going to add 3 beads at the 4th chain like this. And then we're going to join it to the other 7 chains. So we're going to put 1 bead and then put it to the 4th bead of the 4th chain, and then add another bead like this, and then join it to the pattern we just created. And that is it, guys. So I'll just pass my needle through a couple of beads to make my work very firm. I will make a knot, tie the knot, hide my knot, and I can cut off the excess thread. And that is it. So you're basically going to make 2 of this pattern and then join them together. As you know, my channel is all about joining, just the easy way out. So yeah, create another one and then we'll join them together. So this is my second pattern. We're going to join them together like this. For this particular key holder, I want to use 2 different colors. So I'm going to be joining these 2 together with a 5mm pink bead. So I'm just tying my thread to one pattern. You can just join your thread to one pattern, but always make sure your knot is hidden. Okay, that makes your work very neat and firm. So this is me trying to hide my knots. And then we'll begin by joining it. The joining is still the same pattern, okay? The joining is still a 4 bead flower process. So you're just going to be joining 1 bead and then 2 sides of each pattern, and then another bead. Okay, and then you just be repeating like this. So it's just a repeated pattern from here, and that is it. So enjoy your tutorial. quick one. You can decide to leave the inside and joined, okay, but it will make your work a bit should I say flexible. It won't be very firm if you don't join the inside, but it is not necessary, okay. It will still look okay if you don't join the inside, but I like my work very firm, so I tend to join all sides. Okay, so this it's our final bead joining. Right now I'm just trying to pass my needle through a couple of beads so that I can cut off my excess thread, making sure that my work doesn't come loose anytime soon. So yes, and then we'll go to the joining of the chain. Mostly you can decide to join the chain by joining a couple of beads like I did in the previous videos of my key holders, but this particular one we're just going to be joining the chains directly to the alphabet, okay, just so it doesn't become very long, because the alphabets themselves make the chain look big. So we're just going to be joining it directly. So after cutting off my excess thread, I'm going to pick a loop, and then I'm going to put it in the middle bead on the top. You see right now we have 3 beads on the top, so the middle one, that will keep it very balanced, okay? So I put it in the middle one. The thing with the alphabets is because we do it with a chain of 7, they are all going to have a middle bead where you can hook your chain to. So here you put the loop, add your chain to the loop, and then you can just close it up and you're done. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next alphabet tutorial.